An update to what could be arguably the most stylish open-ear headphones in 2025 has just landed in the form of these absolutely beautifully designed pieces of technology, the OpenFit Pro headphones. And by God, they've taken what I thought was the limit of this style of audio device and thrown that rulebook out of the window because they are, for better words, exceptional. The design is absolutely reminiscent of the OpenFit 2 Plus open-ear headphones that we featured last year, and unquestionably those were some bloody stylish pieces of audio tech. The metal unibody chassis made them rugged, durable and elegant and stylish at the same time, and the subtle colour accents really made them pop too. Not an in-your-face way, but subtle and sophisticated, indirect, in a manner that you would instantly appreciate the engineers of the product. I called them the most stylish open-ear headphones I'd ever tried, and I still stand by that statement, but the OpenFit Pros are giving them a run for their money. Very much like the OpenFit 2 Plus, they feature a metal chassis that exudes that class. They feature the same subtle accents of colour, adorning a few little bits of the tech. And they still feature the same super soft silicone loop to hold them on your ear, which on the Pros have a titanium alloy frame underneath to keep its shape whilst being able to flex to individual ear shapes. And actually, whilst we're here, Shokz have also given us a new sort of odd support that can clip onto the back for holding onto your ear, which, if you have the ears of a mouse, can really help them stay on when going for a jog. Now, this may already exist, but it's something I've never seen before in open-ear headphones. But it does mean that you can adapt them to fit to your particular size much better than others that I've tried before.
What this means, in turn, is that you can come for a run like I am in the howling rain and wind, which I've no idea what you'd want to do, but you can do, and you've got no fear of these coming off at all, because they are very, very secure on your ears. I can't feel my ears anymore, to be honest. I don't really know.
Now, other noticeable design changes are the fact that there's a new little bump on the inside. This is super important for some rather incredible technology, which I'll come back to later. But there's now also larger outlets for the drivers and a change of position and style for the physical interaction button, which is perhaps the only little bit about the design over the OpenFit 2 Plus that I'm not so keen on. I think I prefer the physical button being on that metal chassis rather than on the silicone kind of inbuilt into it. It feels a bit more of an awkward spot to click. That said, it's still raised, it's still physical, and still simple enough to find, and it works with gloves. One of the reasons I love the Shokz range over others that just use capacitive touch, which is useless if you're wearing gloves. Now, another slight change is that the design of the case is slightly more angular and aggressive looking, with metallic accents all the way around the edge, which is nice, but functionally no real change. But let's move on from the design changes for now, because I am so excited to discuss the sound quality with you and some of the advancements in the Shokz technology that they've put into these. But before I go into greater detail, I want to share my very first experience with these, which I feel paint the picture on how good these actually are. Here they are. This is a bit of a surprise release by Shokz, and I loved the last one so much that I thought I'd film an unboxing and first impressions just in case I want to feature them in a standalone review, because I really enjoyed the previous ones. So I don't really know what to expect from these. These are the OpenFit Pro, and I didn't think they'd be releasing some new ones at the start of 2026, but here we are. Anyway, the case looks like it's had a bit of a redesign. This looks quite nice. Some new materials there, quite sleek, and ooh, hey. Okay, the design aesthetic is similar. They're weighty, they're obviously made of metal, same as the previous ones. I like the look of these. These are just as nice as the old ones, but that is not what's important. I'll talk about that if I do a full review. What I want to do is have a listen to the audio and see what it all sounds like. Because the last ones were fantastic. Wonder if they can hit the ball out of the park again. Okay, we are on. Comfort-wise, seem to do a good job. Not coming off, not flapping around. That's positive. Let's have a listen to some music. Oh, the range is wonderful. Oh my God. These do not sound like open-ear headphones. This is incredible. Wow. Right, let me try something else. Let me try another song. The bass is that strong that I can feel them ever so slightly pulsating in my ears. It's quite a cool sensation, actually. Wow. I've got to say, they've completely knocked the ball out of the park. This is incredible. These are phenomenal. Oh, right. No, look, do you know what? Sometimes when I listen to certain things and it sounds so good, my eyes get wet. My eyes are getting wet now. Honest to God, I genuinely, just when I thought that this type of technology, this open ear headphones with the kind of active style ear loop, couldn't get any better, I've been proven wrong, and it's not even the middle of January 2026. This is going to be a good year for open ear headphones because Shokz have just done something truly magical. And I'll say now, before even the end of the episode, me going back and testing these further in the conclusion, that I think these are the best open ear headphones that I have ever tried. That's quite a definitive statement. That is how good these are. So, how? How are these so much better than the previous version, even when I thought the previous versions were fantastic? Well, here is where it gets a little bit unusual, because after testing them, I delved a little bit further into the internal technology, and it revealed something that surprised me somewhat. The driver size on the OpenFit Pros are actually a fraction smaller than the OpenFit 2 Plus. And, unlike the OpenFit 2 Plus, the Pros don't have a separate, dedicated high-frequency driver. So what on earth is going on here? Well, the driver design is completely changed. And instead of the two separate drivers, the Pro now has a dual diaphragm driver with an expanded range, which I think has done most of the heavy lifting with this upgrade in sound. Whatever magic they've pulled, though, with this driver design, it's certainly worked. But it's not just this that I think has given these some phenomenal sound. The new design of the device must have had a bit of a benefit. The larger grille on the internal allowing a greater listening experience, more unobstructed. They've also updated their trademarked direct pitch technology too, which I won't pretend to understand the science behind, but in a nutshell uses reverse sound waves to essentially focus the sound into the ear canal rather than spilling out, which is good for everyone else because it reduces the leakage. Anyway, there's one last thing that I think has had a major difference to the sound experience, probably as much as the driver design change. And that is that these now have a form of noise reduction technology built into them, which is extremely rare for open-ear headphones like this. Normally, open-ear brands don't bother because adding any form of noise reduction technology seems a little bit redundant, given that you're not creating a seal around your ear or plugging your ear canal with some uncomfortable wedge of silicone. I'm 100% sure that engineers of past open-ear headphones have sat there in white coats, drinking tea and scoffing that it's nigh on impossible for noise cancellation, so why even bother? Well, I'm glad that Shokz have bothered, because you wouldn't believe the difference it makes to the whole experience. It's not noise cancellation in the traditional sense. No. So make sure you temper some expectations here. You're not blocking out the tortured screams of a child who, God forbid, you've put to bed at a reasonable time, for example. That's not going to happen. But what it does is, without a doubt, reduce the ambient noise around you, helping you pick out the finer details of the sound coming from the advanced audio technology that Shokz have implemented into these. Now, how it does this noise reduction is actually back to that small red square that I showed you earlier. This is actually a feedback microphone which listens for and predicts in-ear noise in real time. And there are two further microphones on the outside which both monitor the external noise so that Shokz algorithm can then filter it all out. Now, I've got to say that they've done an amazing job, and I cannot stress how much better that these sound. They are the closest open-ear headphones I've tried to sounding like in-ear headphones, and I would go as far as saying that they sound better in many ways than in-ear headphones too, thanks to the combination of noise reduction and that extra large driver. To boot, they've also got Dolby Atmos support, along with head tracking, which some people love to create that virtual 3D soundstage. And this is becoming a key feature in higher-end headphones as well, so it's good to see that again in this range. Now, if the sound out of the pocket isn't necessarily for you, because obviously sound is subjective after all, then there are 5 preset EQs to choose from, along with a customizable profile to tinker with within the app. But also in the app, there are a few other things, such as the ability to customize the physical controls, locate the earbuds, and customize the noise reduction levels. So nothing groundbreaking here, just a simple, solid app experience. Now, before I go on to some kind of conclusion and discuss the price, there are a couple of other features that are worth a mention with these. One is that they have wear detection to automatically play music when put on and pause when taken off, which is rare in open-ear head. In fact, hold on, I don't think I've ever seen open-ear headphones with wear detection. No, I can't think of any. Let me know in the comments if you can think of any. And if that is the case, these could be the first. Anyway, one last thing that I think has helped the overall experience is the fact that these now use Bluetooth 6.1. They keep churning out these Bluetooth numbers. But this increases device privacy through RPAs, which in a nutshell track or make tracking harder, whilst also creating better battery efficiency. Which is why with these you get a whopping 12 hours of listening time on a single charge, which is up from the already incredible 11 hours on the 2 Plus. And it's more than almost every competitor's set of active style open earbuds that comes to mind. And in fact, I checked as well. Beats, Soundcore, JBL, to name just a few, most of them have between 8 to 10 hours of battery life. So these things just kick the rule book under the desk with their incredible battery life. But one thing's for sure, if you want the best battery life of open-ear headphones, look no further, we can buy these straight away. But bear in mind that this theoretical figure is based on ideal conditions and is the absolute maximum that you can get from them. So that means things like noise reduction on, volume on high can all reduce that number. But even still, from my experience, you are getting near that 12 hours with noise reduction off. Turn it on and you'll still get around 5 to 6 hours of use, which is about as much as you get from real world use of the other brands that I've already mentioned. Now, all of this state-of-the-art technology and top-tier audio experience for open-ear headphones I expected to be very expensive. And well, they are more expensive than some, but far less than I thought they would be, because the RRP of these is just £219, which I was amazed by. I'll drop a link in the description so you can check them out for yourself, or if you're watching on TV, you can scan that QR code there and it will take you straight to the website, or if you're super lazy, just Google OpenFit Pro and I'm pretty certain it'll be the first thing come up. But I can assure you now that, in my opinion, these are worth every single penny. And I think that Shokz have underpriced them for the sound quality that you get out of them. And considering that they have some of the best battery life in the open headphone niche, I really do think they've underpriced. They are superb value, even at the RRP. I get it that these might not be for everyone, in the sense that you might want full active noise cancellation, or you might not like open ear headphones, you might not like the style, which is fine. Everyone has different preferences. But that said, I do think that Shokz have done a fantastic job here of balancing the active loop style with a really sophisticated and sleek experience that wouldn't look out of place in the gym and equally the office, which are two aesthetics that are very difficult to balance, but they've managed it for sure. Anyway, the last thing that I will say is that if you are sat on the fence, you must absolutely give them a go. And if you're in the United Kingdom of Great Britain like me, I believe there's a few John Lewis stores that have got these for a try-on experience. So don't just take my word for it. If open-ear headphones are your cup of tea, go and give these a go, and I bet a glass of single malt whisky that you won't leave without a pair. Hopefully I won't regret that. Then if you do get a pair, or if you do go and try them on, do come back here and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to find out what you thought.